On the North Yorkshire coastline, there is a small town named Whitby. This little coastal area inspired one of the most famous Gothic novels whilst its author was taking a seaside holiday. After a trip to see the local architecture, Bram Stoker created Dracula. From here, we're able to experience the view Bram Stoker would have seen from his hotel room and understand exactly how he came to picture the setting of his famed work. From here, both the abbey and the sea are visible. Looking out across the water, we are able to see both the east and west lighthouses, which still stand to safely guide ships into the harbour past Tate Hill Sands. Tate Hill Sands had a brief mention at the start of the novel. This was the location of the shipwreck in Stoker's story, a tale he heard for himself from locals about a Russian ship named Dmitri, the namesake for the ship Demeter in the book. After the wreck, Stoker wrote of a large dog escaping the boat, running across the small beach and up a set of steps leading to the famous abbey. This dog, a large black hound, is also a local Whitby legend, a hellhound, known as a barghest, that is said to eat souls. It is not hard to realise how the Russian ship and a soul-eating dog may have led Stoker to seek out more information on gruesome events and people during his time in Whitby. In Whitby Library, Bram Stoker eventually came across Hungarian propaganda pamphlets which described a brutal murderer who ruled over his country, Vlad III, Prince of Wallachia. Who is better known as Vlad the Impaler. The prince was depicted in detailed drawings, killing and beheading betrayers before putting their heads on spikes. At the top of the 199 steps is a small church and graveyard. This is St. Mary's Church, where for much of his stay Bram Stoker frequented. He sat atop the cliff and looked out onto the sea and small town, watching the locals go about their day, unknowingly becoming part of his much-loved story. This church and the abbey are the most recognisable Whitby locations mentioned in the book, much of the story itself taking place here. Whitby Abbey is a grandiose building, the ruins standing over the town, visible from every corner of the place. The abbey attracts visitors from all over the country, aided further by its links to the imposing character Dracula. It is an example of the early Gothic architectural movement with large windows, a multitude of high decorated pillars and gargoyles, said to induce fear in the locals to entice them into church.
To my left, the view is cut off by a black line of roof of the old house next to the abbey. The sheep and the lambs are bleating in the fields away behind me, and there is a clatter of a donkey's hoofs up the paved road below. The band on the pier is playing a harsh waltz in good time, and further along the quay there is a Salvation Army meeting in a back street.